I am with Elizabeth Stewart, one of my favorite stylists for many reasons, but particularly because she is so smart at what she does, and I think that she takes great lengths to make her clients very chic and smart. Thank you so much for joining me.
Happy to be here.
So tell me how you got started.
The truth is, my first was paying bills at an ad agency for a very, very low salary, and I bartended at night to earn enough money to live. That was really not what I wanted to do, but the bottom line is I moved to New York and had to work right away.
Right.
So I thought I'll take this job and I'll work at it while I'm looking for something else. And then I got the job at Women's Wear Daily. And then it sort of went from 0 to 60, I would say.
How did that happen?
I had a roommate, Kim Styler. She was the fashion editor of DNR, and she suggested me, and I went in and interviewed with Ed Nardoza.
It sounds like this woman is what gave you your first real job in fashion?
It's true. People overrate networking because it's not just exchanging cards with someone at a party. I mean, you really do have to, this is someone I knew, and even though I was still bartending at the time, she knew what I could do, and so it was a really solid, true recommendation.
What was it that you think, in your mind, that they noticed about you?
I worked my ass off, can I say
that? Yes, absolutely.
I really think that's it.
Yeah.
I think that's underrated. I don't think people realize how hard successful people work. And that's what, you know, makes a difference. And
it's a great point. I'm so glad you're saying it because they've heard it enough from me. So I'm glad they're hearing it from such a successful stylist. And, you know, it's not all glamorous. So when you were at WWD writing, what was your next progression?
After W and Women's Wear Daily, I went to the New York Times, which was my dream job. I really wanted to work there, but just a really smart bunch of people, and we're always talking and intellectualizing everything, while stylists like myself were, that's a pretty dress. So I really could put their perspective on it, and I really learned from them, which I think is another huge sort of road to success. Like, learn from the people around you and learn their perspective. And
what a great tip. The perspective of an intellectual can bring only strength to your styling. How did you make the transition to just styling?
Very happily.
Really?
I mean, it was styling took over. It was like, this did sort of fall in my lap.
Yeah.
I was freelancing for InStyle. I did an InStyle cover too, actually, with Calista Flockhart, and she asked me to style her. And I'd already met her and liked her, and so it was very organic.
Yeah.
And so that's how I became a celebrity stylist. I mean, I didn't realize it would turn into what it's turned into.
For those people that would like to start directly as a stylist, they know that's their life stream, what is some advice that you could give them that you think would be honest and helpful?
There's a traditional road to becoming a stylist, which is you assist a stylist. It's what my assistant Katie's doing. She's doing a great job, and it's actually the perfect entree into the world. I think now some kids who come in and talk to me are a little caught up in the hype. They think it's really glamorous, they want to meet famous people. It's really not about that. It's like any other job. It's really creative. It's also really, really hard work. I think if you work hard at anything that is en route to your goal, that's going to get you noticed. Rather than, I feel like sometimes people think like they've got to jump right into it.
I agree. How does a stylist take who they are and translate that onto an entire different human being?
I think people think I'm just sitting there going, wear that one, and that's the job. It's actually highly practical. It's very important to me that I work with each of my clients individually, and that I am really channeling their taste for them. I'm definitely very behind the scenes when it comes to being a stylist, which is, I think, why the celebrity world has worked out really well for me. I mean, it's really about them, and that's my approach. I need to melt away, and they need to be wearing what makes them feel incredibly beautiful.
I learn something from you all the time, and hopefully you guys learn something as well. Thank you.
Cool. We're done.